Wonder is directed by Chbosky, the man who wrote the book Perks of Being a Wallflower and then wrote and directed the movie adaptation. It stars Jacob Tremblay, Owen Wilson, Julia Roberts, Izabela Vidovic, among others, and it tells the story of Augie Pullman, a boy who was unfortunately born with a facial deformity that has required him to have several surgeries throughout his life. And now we follow him in his first year of school, going into the 5th grade, as he has been homeschooled throughout his life until this point. I'm going to tell you guys right out of the gate, I loved this movie. Much like Perks of Being a Wallflower, Chbosky once again shows that he has a real sensibility to tell this type of story in a very unique way. We do not only get Augie's perspective and how things around his life and the actions and words of certain people, in this case kids, affect him. We do not only see how he takes it all in, we see how his mother takes it in, how his father takes it in, how his sister takes it in. We see his relationship with his mother individually, with his father individually, the type of relationship he has with his sister and with many other people, new and old, that he meets and we meet throughout this film. This film really shows and tackles everything that entails the situation that this young boy finds himself in, and we see how his family is affected, how his parents are affected, how his sister and the relationship she has with the parents is affected, and many other people throughout. And this film does pack realism into it. It really rides that line of going to the maximum degree of emotion, but never becoming cheesy. It is as real as it gets. Me personally, being someone who grew up very lonely and didn't have many friends, for one reason or the other, I saw many people I knew throughout my life in the kids that were mean or good to Augie in this film. Every kid in this film is not only fantastic as far as the actors are concerned, but they are very real. They are flawed kids, good kids, bad kids, kids that don't know that certain things they say and do have damaging effects on Augie and how he will react and act towards them and other people in his life. This film faces the major consequences that certain elements in life from other people that may seem like attacks on someone can have on a young person's life, being that he already finds himself in a very complicated and unfortunate situation. But masterfully, Chbosky has this real feel-good vibe to the film itself as we see this loving family and their inner strength at facing the world and the situation. And right from the get-go, I related to Augie so much. First of all, the first line in this film is that he loves Star Wars. So right then and there, I saw myself in this kid. Of course, I don't have a facial deformity, but I'm also not the handsomest guy in the world. And Jacob Tremblay is mesmerizing in this role. This kid is so fantastic. Every emotional level that he needs to hit in this film, he hits it. He nails it. He throws it out of the park. Absolutely. And he is featuring some sure to be award nominated makeup that looks amazing. I knew that this is going to be award nominated makeup once there is one scene where he cries and you see the tears on everything that is makeup on his face, and it just looks perfect. I also love how the film shows that Augie's imagination is both a safekeeping zone for him when he's most affected by outer elements, be it actions or words of people, but also that he can just play with it and have fun, and he uses that same imagination to protect himself, but also to create these grand adventures when he plays around with friends or his parents. It's something that works in the film to give you two different elements, and it works masterfully so. Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson are also great in this film. Julia Roberts really hit me in some moments, and some of the lines she says, I could hear my mother saying those lines to me when I was a young boy. And Owen Wilson is just the coolest father ever in this film. The relationship he has with Augie and the relationship he has with Julia Roberts is just very father-like. And I also have to congratulate Izabela Vidovic. Not only was she amazing in her role, but the character of the sister is so brilliantly written. I was enamored. I was in awe looking at how well they wrote this character. She also goes through a harrowing journey and you feel every step of it with her, and throughout this film you feel like a fly on the wall whenever you get beautiful moments of this family, both being happy moments and the moments where they have to truly talk and face some real tough issues. Wonder really stands out because the perspective of the family is there, and then there's also the perspective of many other characters, and the movie manages to give us enough of each character and each relationship that matters in this film to make us care about the whole of it, and it really works well for getting you there to the emotional place that you need to get, and the film absolutely earns it. Nothing in here feels cheap, nothing in here feels cheesy, nothing in here feels not real when you have faced certain tough situations in life. I have 3 minor issues with this film. One of them is one scene nearing the end, and I will not spoil anything, that what that scene accomplishes, I thought it was done in a very generic way, unlike the rest of the film. There's also one line from Julia Roberts that I didn't feel the movie needed at all. It was completely unnecessary and not subtle at all or earned like the rest of the film. And there's a subplot with this girl Miranda, a friend of Via and Augie's sister, and I didn't feel like the plotline was very well executed. I did feel it once we get to know what her story is, but we spent way too much time in the film trying to figure out what the hell is going on to get the minimum information required. Once we get to know her story and get to feel for her as a fully established character, she completely just fades into the background. She's there, you can see her in scenes, but she never does interact or say anything else after that. But all in all, this is an enchanting, feel-good film for the whole family that earns every single emotional beat that it tries to accomplish, and it accomplishes it. Great direction, absolutely fabulous writing, both in story and in the dialogue. Another great effort in directing for Chbosky, and Wonder absolutely is wonderful and the best film of this year with Wonder in the title, and it is a collector's item. What did you think of Wonder, my beautiful geekies? Did you read the book? Did you not? Is the book better? Is the film faithful to the book? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. This was the last film I saw in London, and as you can see, I'm already home, and tomorrow I'll give you my review for The Force Awakens, and on Tuesday, the 12th, my review for The Last Jedi. I cannot believe we're almost there. I can't wait to see those reviews, and so until then, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!